that God himself revealed his plan to Pharaoh and sent out a rescuer in the person of Joseph to do his bid. But from hindsight, you come to the realization that what Joseph dreamt when he was with his father was the manifestation of the power of God and where he is going to be and the responsibility that he's going to carry. And that dream, those two dreams, and he telling his brothers, started the entire process of the fulfilling of God's plans. So this is the Joseph in front of Pharaoh. He has been called to interpret. He's heard the dreams. Pharaoh says, I have heard it said of you. When you hear a dream, you can interpret it. Genesis 41:15. Joseph replies, it is not me. God will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. Yeah, God will give Pharaoh a favorable answer. It is not me. And that part makes it very clear that Joseph is under the spell of the Holy Spirit. The dreams of Pharaoh are one. This is what Joseph tells Pharaoh after he's heard the dreams. He says the dreams of Pharaoh are one. 7 years of plenty, 7 years of severe famine. God has shown Pharaoh what he's going to do, and he's going to do it. It's sealed, cast in stone. But the question I keep on asking anytime I read this, why did God show this to Pharaoh? I hear this quotation in Christian charismatic, it's a Christian charismatic jargon. God reveals to redeem. I'm sure a lot of you have heard this. God reveals to redeem. And this story is a testament to that slogan. That God himself revealed his plan to Pharaoh and sent out a rescuer in the person of Joseph to do his bid. So if God reveals to Pharaoh what is going to happen, what is Pharaoh supposed to do? In a circumstance like this, what is he going to do? Because if you listen to the interpretation, it means his nation is going to suffer after the harvest. But for me, what intrigues me is that Pharaoh saw that Joseph was filled with the Spirit of God. Because after Joseph has finished the interpretation, listen to what he says. Joseph raised 7 critical points. 7. The first one is what? He says, select a discerning and wise man. 2. Set him over the land of Egypt. Make him the general overseer over the land of Egypt. 3. Set out overseers over the land who will take 1/5 of produce during plenty. In other words, after setting up the overseer, general overseer, get subordinates who will go around the country to take excess food in proportions. He said 1/5 of what has been produced. Gather all food of these good years. 4. Store up grain under Pharaoh authority. Does it ring a bell? store up grain under Pharaoh authority, have branches in all cities, and then reserve for farming. Have a buffer stock for farming. Dear friends, this is a gentleman whose only experience is working in Potiphar's house and a supervisor in a prison. But listen to what he says. He says, select a discerning and wise man. That is deep for a 30-year-old man. He says, select a discerning and wise man and set him over the land of Egypt.